So, welcome to Comfort Yoga. My name is Allison, and I'm joined here by fellow yogi Sabda.
Hi.
So I guess I just wanted to start by sharing a little bit about my meditation practice. So I practice meditation. I try and do it every day, and I use Headspace. So it's a plug for Headspace. It's an amazing app. And yesterday I did a meditation practice about acceptance. And I think something really interesting that he talked about was he was trying to get us to think about what do you want to be more accepting of in your life. And he mentioned ask yourself in the second person rather than I, use you. So instead of saying what do I want more of in my life or what do I want to be more accepting of, ask yourself what do you want to be more accepting of. And he said by asking it that way in the second person, it yields more of a emotional, your just genuine response. What do you want to bring more of in your life? Versus I might make you more analytical, like what should I want more of? And just brings your brain in more. So I just wanted for us to try that as we start our practice today, to ask ourselves, what emotion or feeling do we want to feel more of right now? And maybe you'll surprise yourself at what comes up. So ask yourself that in the second person, so just silent in your head, what do you want to bring more of in your life? And then let's try and think about that throughout the practice and kind of feel what it feels like to bring more of that emotion in our life. So with that, let's come into a comfortable seated position. So maybe hands resting on your knees. Your back is long and straight. Shoulders down your back. And just starting to close your eyes and take a few breaths, just coming onto your mat right now. So feeling just what it feels like to leave the day aside, whatever's happened so far, just leaving it aside and coming into this present moment right now. So let's start to just breathe in and out through our nose. So we're just going to start bringing the focus or our attention just a little bit more internal. So things could be happening around us, the noises, people, whatever it is going on around us, just kind of starting to bring that attention inwards. And you can use your breath to really focus that attention. So you might be a little distracted. Your mind could be still jumping everywhere, just with so much going on. So let's just use our breath to come into focus. And you might lose that focus within 3 breaths, within 2 breaths, and you just come back. So just constantly coming back to your breath, and that's a way to come back to the present, to right now. So now we're going to do more of that ujjayi breathing, where we breathe in and out through our nose, and there's a slight constriction in your throat and you're breathing out, and you should hear that breath coming out. Sometimes they say it's like fogging a mirror, like that kind of sound. So maybe you want to do just a quick body scan. So that's just bringing your mind from the top of your head, working your way down through your body, just feeling whatever feels tight, what doesn't feel tight. Just bringing yourself into your body. So just doing a quick body scan from your head down to your shoulders, your belly, your chest, your legs, your feet. And now as we're settling into our practice a little bit more, let's ask ourselves that question. So asking it, what do you want to bring more into your life? What feeling do you want to bring more of, or what emotion do you want to feel more of these days? So just asking your question to yourself and seeing what comes up. spending a few more moments here just with our breath, just continuing to center ourselves. And then as you're ready, let's just open our eyes, bring your shoulders down your back. Let's maybe reach our arms up. And then exhale, hands through heart center. Let's just do that a few times. So starting with our breath, inhale up. Exhale, hands through your heart center. Let's just do 3 more times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Then let's bring our right hand down and our left arm over. So a nice side stretch. So really opening up your left side. Breathing here. And then bring your left arm down. Bring your right arm up. Really breathing here. So again, opening up that right side. Coming back to your breath. 3, 2, 1. Let's come back to center. And then let's just bring our right ear to our right shoulder. So opening up our left side of our neck. Just gently here. And then roll your head forward gently, and then bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Beautiful. So coming back to center, and then let's slowly make our way up to standing. So let's just come into a nice mountain pose. So this is just a really simple pose. Feet hips width apart. So maybe spreading out your toes, so really feeling the ground beneath you. Shoulders down your back. Your belly's tucked. So throughout your yoga practice, you're really engaging your core here. So tucking your belly, shoulders down your back. Maybe your palms a little bit more open. Back of your neck is long. Breathing here. So again, let's do a bit of that flow. So reaching up, inhale, exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Let's just do that 3 more times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale once more. And then exhale, hands to your heart center. So let's just take a moment here. You could bring your palms to your heart, whatever feels right. Let's close our eyes. And let's just bring back whatever that feeling or emotion that we thought of. Let's just bring that back to in our minds. What does it feel like to have more of that in our life right now? Or what would it feel like? And as you're ready, opening your eyes. So we're going to do a bit more flow. So linking our breath to our movement. So we're going to reach up, inhale, and then exhale, do a swan dive. So your knees are slightly bent and you're coming all the way down. So let's just hang forward. This is our first forward fold of the day. So let's just hang here first. Maybe your knees are a bit bent. That really supports your lower back. If it feels better to have your feet a little further apart, that's completely fine. You can sway a little bit from side to side. So we're just slowly opening up the backs of our legs. And then really letting your head hang. So it's kind of like letting everything drain out of your head. Whatever thoughts, whatever happened today, whatever thoughts, emotions, just letting it all drain out here. So your head's like this bowling ball, just letting it really hang heavy. And it should feel nice on your neck just to loosen it. You could even give yourself kind of a self-massage here to the back of your neck where you're just really letting any tension release. So just letting all that tension go. So now we're going to do a few more movements and then we're going to link breath to movement. So we're going to come up halfway. So our fingers are going to come to our knees and you have a flat spine here. So this is our halfway. And then you exhale, fold forward, a little bend in your knees. Okay? Inhale up halfway. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale up halfway. And then exhale, fold forward. Then with a bend in your knees again, you're going to slowly roll all the way up. Shoulders down or back. So now we're going to kind of link all this together. Really bringing one breath to each movement and kind of flowing with it. And if you want to go slower, that's fine, faster, whatever speed feels good. But let's just kind of match breath to movement and flow with it. So inhale up, exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale halfway, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up, reach up, hands to your heart center. So that's the full sequence. So let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale halfway. And then exhale, letting it all go. Inhale, roll up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. So let's do that 2 more times. If you want to go slower, that's totally fine. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So one more time, breath to movement. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, letting it all go. Inhale, coming up all the way. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. So let's just stand in mountain pose. Just coming back to our breath, maybe closing your eyes. Slowing down our breath. So kind of getting energy unstuck. So it's nice to hold poses, but it's also nice to kind of learn how to flow through different poses, and it's a nice way to get energy flowing, get energy unstuck. And also if your mind's racing, it's a nice way to just focus because you have to get from one movement to the other. Okay, so we're going to start doing our kind of sun salutations. So we're going to come, inhale up, exhale, fold forward, and then we're going to plant our hands and step our right foot back. So we're in that low lunge here. So our first low lunge, just kind of feeling our way into it, maybe rocking a bit forward and back. Just breathing here. Okay, so this is the challenging part. So we're gonna plant our hands, and this is when we're gonna step back into our high plank. So Seb does our model because I can't do the high plank, but so we're gonna plant our hands and then bring that left foot back into that high plank. Beautiful. So really you're like a plank. You're a straight line from the crown of your head all the way down to your feet. So holding it, tucking your belly to feel more supported. So your back shouldn't curve down. So let's just breathe here, finding our breath, feeling supported. For 3, beautiful, 2, and then we're gonna slowly lower down. So like a push-up, you hug your elbows into your body, beautiful. Coming down slowly and then all the way down, beautiful. Here we come into a baby cobra, so we just come up half, like just with the top of your spine. Beautiful. And then let's push ourselves back and come into child's pose. So your hips come to your heels, forehead on the mat, breathing here. So again, anytime in your yoga practice, you always have child's pose. So this can be your resting pose. Whenever you need to, even if the teacher doesn't call it, child's pose is there for you. So breathing here. Again, coming back to the sound of your breath. So not getting distracted here because we seem to be doing nothing. Again, bringing that meditative aspect of just focusing on your breath. When you're ready, coming into downward facing dog. So bring your hips up to the sky. Your heels might not be coming onto the floor, and that's completely fine. So you're like an inverted V here. And then when you're ready, you're going to step that right foot forward. We're back in that low lunge. And then your left foot comes forward, you're folding forward. Come up halfway. Exhale forward. And then inhale all the way up. So that's our sun salutation A. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to do that on the other side. Okay, so I'll stand next to Zeb and do it. Okay, so we're going to just bring breath to movement and do the same thing on the other side. So inhale up, exhale, fold forward. Inhale up halfway, and then plant your hands. You're going to bring that left foot back. So you're in that low lunge. So just feeling it here. And then plant your hands, feel really supported, and slowly bring that right leg back so you're in that high plank position. Beautiful. And then let's slowly lower down. 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. So just a little arch in your back, not much. And then exhale, push back, child's pose. For 3, for 2, for 1, and then let's come into our down dog. For 2, for 1, and then stepping your left foot forward. So you're in that low lunge, and then engage your core, and bring that right foot next to your left. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. And then slowly come all the way up. Inhale, reach up. Hands to your heart center. Okay, beautiful. So we're going to flow with that. So we'll just, again, matching breath to movement. You can go slower. You could skip poses if some are too much. And then we always meet back in downward dog or in child's pose. So let's go with that. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale up halfway. And then step your right foot back. Plant your hands. And then come into high plank. Slowly lower for 3, 2, 1. Come up, baby cobra. And then exhale, push your hips back to child's pose for 3, for 2, for 1, and then coming to downward facing dog for 2, for 1. Engage your belly, step that right foot forward to low lunge. Low lunge here, engage that belly again. Left foot forward, halfway, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up, and then hands to heart center. So we have one other side to do. Here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Beautiful. Inhale, come up halfway, long spine. Exhale, hands to the floor, step that left foot back, low lunge. Beautiful. Engage your belly, step that right foot back, you're in high plank. And then exhale, slowly lower down for 3, for 2, for 1. Come up, baby cobra. And then exhale, child's pose. For 3, coming back to your breath, just letting it all go, coming back to your breath. For 2, for 1, and then coming into downward facing dog. For 3, for 2, for 1, and then engage your core, step that left foot forward, you're in low lunge. And then balance, bring that right foot forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. And then roll all the way up. Beautiful. And then hands to your heart center. So let's just find ourselves again here. So mountain pose, feeling really supported, coming back to your breath. So slowing your breath down. So if that felt hard, that felt easy, whatever it felt, just leaving it behind, coming back to mountain pose. So we're going to do a bit of a strengthening pose, so bring your feet together. We're going to come straight into chair pose. So where we bend our knees and kind of sit back into a chair. So that really builds our strengthening your thighs, your knees, your ankles. Then reach your arms up and just stick with it. For 5, for 4, for 3, sink a little deeper. For 2, and then hands to heart center, fold forward. Beautiful. Come up halfway, and then we're going to step our right foot back. And then plant your hands, and let's just come straight into downward facing dog here. So we're in downward dog. We're actually just going to bring our right foot forward again and come into our first warrior 1. So your back heel plants. Beautiful. And it's slightly pointed out, so like 10 o'clock. And you can move your feet out widthwise if that feels like it's more balanced. So you're here in your warrior 1, your hips are moving towards pointing forwards, maybe not totally, but that's where they're moving. Leaning into that front knee over your front ankle, and then when you're ready, bring your arms up. So you don't want to arch your back. Your spine is really straight, your belly is tucked. You're breathing your shoulders down your back. For 3, for 2, for 1. So now let's open up into the warrior 2. So your stance might be a little longer. And then your back foot is parallel to the back of your mat now. And your arms are really long, so pulling forward and backwards at the same time. Beautiful. Your gaze is really soft over your front middle finger. Breathing here, coming back to your breath. For 3, for 2, for 1. So we're really going to keep our legs the way they are and then come into reverse warrior. So you're leaning back. You can support yourself. Left hand on your left thigh. So really leaning back here. For 3, for 2, for 1. And then you're going to bring your front forearm on your front thigh. And then left arm over your head. So really creating that really long stretch from your back heel all the way to your fingertips here. And then opening your chest up. For 3, for 2, for 1. And then coming back to warrior 2. So we're back where we started. Maybe we're a little bit deeper here. We didn't think we could go deeper, but we can. Breathing for 3. For 2, beautiful. For 1, plant your hands and then come into your downward facing dog. So downward dog is supposed to be your resting pose. If it doesn't feel like resting, you can come back to you can come to all fours if that feels better, or you can come down to child's pose. So just taking 5 breaths here, really coming back to your breath. And this is really your practice. So I'm guiding us through the practice, proposing different poses, but you know how you want to move your body or what feels good. So feel free to add on or just do more of what you need right now. Okay, so now we're going to move to our other side. So coming back to downward facing dog, we're going to bring our left foot forward, come into that strong warrior one. So your back heel is planted, 45 degree, front knee is bent, leaning into it, hips move towards pointing forwards. So you find your balance, you find your position, and then bring your arms up. For 3, for 2, for 1, and then let's open up into a really strong warrior 2. Back foot moves back a little bit. So really try and see how far can I sink down. So we're opening those hips here. They could feel pretty tight. Shoulders down your back. Maybe your palms face up. It's kind of a way of relaxing your upper body. For 3, for 2, for 1, and then let's reach back. And then bring that front arm to your front thigh and then reach overhead on your right side. So really creating that length. So your fingers are really pointing upwards, forwards, creating that really nice line from your foot all the way to your fingers. Breathing here for 3, for 2, for 1, and then let's come back into a really strong warrior 2. And just think a little bit deeper. You know we're almost done. For 3, just a little bit deeper. For 2, for 1, and then hands down. Let's come back into our downward facing dog, or all fours, or child's pose, whatever feels right now. 5 breaths here. So these are your 5 breaths. Just, yeah, doing what feels right for you right now, what you need to come back to your breath, come back to your focus. For 3, for 2, for 1, and then let's all come back to downward facing dog. So we're going to do dancing warrior, which is basically everything we just did, but we're going to kind of flow through it. So 1 breath to 1 movement. Again, if you want to go a little slower, that's completely fine, or maybe not too much faster. But we're just going to flow through it. Make it feel nice and feel beautiful going through this, because it's a really nice sequence. So we're going to step our right foot forward. Come up, inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, come back, warrior 2. And then exhale, hands down, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, come up, warrior 1 on the other side. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, warrior 2. And then exhale, let it all go. Downward facing dog. So 5 breaths here, coming back to your breath. So let's just put that together one more time so we just feel the flow of this, how nice it feels stretching our body in these different directions. So we're gonna do that flow again together, but feel free to do it a little slower if that feels better. So taking 3 more grounding breaths here. For 2, for 1. So I'm just going to prompt us with inhale and exhale, but you're going to go through the same warrior sequence, doing this dancing warrior. So everyone coming back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward, warrior 1. And then exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, reach up. Exhale, open. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then let it all go. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. So let's all come down into child's pose. So let's just bring the energy down a little bit. That was beautiful. So again, we've moved a lot of energy around now. Maybe we've gotten rid of some things. Let's try and bring that feeling or emotion back to our minds and kind of see what it makes us feel like to have more of that emotion or feeling in our lives. Okay, so when you're ready, let's all come back into downward facing dog. We're just gonna step our way into warrior two. We're not gonna stay here. But let's just do one of these balancing poses that can help us feel really strong. We've opened our hips. If you have a water bottle or a block, I should have said that at the beginning, it's useful to use that here. But if you don't, just kind of float in the air and that's fine. So we're gonna come into this half moon pose. So you have your front right leg is where you're bringing all your weight into. Kind of lifting your back leg up. You can just test your balance here. And then you're gonna slowly bring that right arm down and that left arm up. So this is our half moon pose. And you fall out of it, you just come back into it. So you're kind of pointing, your body is pointing in all these different directions, kind of equal weight in all these different directions so you can feel balanced. So find that point, maybe looking down on the floor for 3, for 2, and for 1. Let's let it go. Okay, let's fold forward, just let it go. Put the past behind. Breathe here. Okay, so we just have to get through the other side. So let's step that left foot forward, come into warrior two, and then your weight's gonna come into that front leg. So you bring your weight into that front leg, and then slowly bring your right leg up. Left arm is down, right arm is up. So just seeing where you're at today. Maybe look down, it's easier if you look down to the floor to find balance. For 3, for 2, for 1. Okay, and then let's fold forward. So here, maybe take opposite hand to opposite elbow is really nice. You can sway from side to side. You can bring your feet further apart to create more space in your lower back. Just letting it all go. And then let's come up just halfway. Just feel supported here. And let's just, like any unstuck energy that we still haven't gotten rid of, let's do 2 lions breath here. So you inhale and then you exhale, tongue comes out and you kind of make a sound and just let everything go. You close your eyes, no one's listening. No one cares, just get rid of everything. Let's do 2 of those together. So inhale. One more time. Inhale. Beautiful. Okay, let's slowly come all the way up. Again, mountain pose, feeling strong here. So you kind of feel stronger than when we started. Okay, feeling good. Maybe hands to heart center. Let's come into a tree pose. Just feeling kind of bringing all this energy kind of, let's bring it all together. So bring your right, sole of your right foot to your inner left thigh or your calf, whatever feels right here. So finding that balance here. And you can grow your tree if you want. Breathing here, just kind of calming it down. And then coming back to center. And then bring your left leg on the inside of your right thigh or your right calf. Hands to heart center. Again, your belly is tucked. Your core is always somewhat engaged to feel supported. Spine is long. Breathing here. For 2, for 1. Beautiful. Let's just come back to our breath here. Okay, we're gonna just gracefully come down to the floor. So let's just let's do a boat pose. So that's strengthening your core. So you're gonna bring your legs up so they can come up like this, or all the way up. Back is long, and then reach out. So just really engage your core here. For 3, for 2, for 1. Okay, release. Okay, we'll do that one more time. So this is your boat pose. For 3, for 2, for 1. Beautiful. Okay, so let's bring our soles of our feet together, knees apart. We're just gonna start to slow it down a bit now. We've done all the hard work. So if you want, your elbows can push your knees down a bit just to create a little bit more space in your hips. When you're ready, bring your legs long. Let's bring our right knee in. We're just gonna do a gentle twist. Your right knee is in, your left arm goes up, and you're gonna either wrap it around your leg or even hook it to the other side if that feels okay. Just a gentle twist here. And then just do a gentle counter twist to the other side. And then your right leg long, your left knee in. Right arm up is either around your knee or even hooking it to the other side. And then a gentle counter twist. So now let's bring both our legs long. So let's do it like a figure 4. So you're gonna bring your right ankle over just above your right knee, your left knee, sorry. And then you're gonna bend your left knee. And it's you're gonna feel this in your outer thigh. Does it feel right? Sort of. Or you can do this on your back if that feels better too. Breathing here. For 3, for 2, for 1. And then lengthening your left leg. Let's bring our left ankle over our right knee. And then slowly bending your right knee. So again, you should feel it right out here. If you have tight hips, it should feel good. Sort of. Breathing here. Very nice. Okay, so let's come all the way down to our backs. You bring your knees in and just giving your lower back a gentle massage in one direction. And then the other. And then you can keep your knees together like this, and let's bring them over to the left. So we're doing a gentle twist. Keep your knees together. They might not stay exactly together, that's fine. And then your shoulders are on the ground, both shoulders. Just a gentle spinal twist here. Maybe starting to close your eyes. Just slowing your breath down. Gently bring your knees back to center, and then we'll bring them over to the right hand side. So you scoot your hips over to the left a little bit, bring your knees to the right. You probably don't stay exactly on top of each other, but that's fine. Breathing here. And then bring your knees back to center. Giving yourself one last squeeze, a big hug. And then we're going to bring the bottoms of our feet together, knees apart. Kind of tucking your shoulders behind you down. You could bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Just really feeling grounded here. And then we're going to go into Shavasana. You're welcome to stay here if it feels good, or you can extend your legs, or you can bend your knees, bring your knees together, your feet a little further apart, whatever feels good for this final resting pose. We let the Ujjayi breathing go, you just come back to your normal breath, you know. So just letting everything go, but trying to really continue to stay present. Breathing here. Just giving yourself a few more moments here. Just letting your body absorb this practice. Maybe bring to mind that feeling or emotion that you wanted to bring into your life. Bringing that to mind. become distracted, just coming back to your breath. So whenever you notice your mind wandering, starting to think or plan, just acknowledging that, letting it go, coming back to your breath. Maybe doing a quick body scan from your head all the way to your toes. Is there any place that you still could release a little something? Release a little tension or just anything hanging on that you just want to let go of. As you're ready, bring a little movement to your hands, your fingers, to your toes. You're gently moving your head from side to side. And as you're ready, curling yourself up into a little ball on your right side, keeping your eyes closed. Spending a few more moments here, just feeling really safe and secure. And with your hands and your arms, helping yourself up to seated. Again, keeping your eyes closed. So maybe bring your hands to your heart and just one last time bringing that feeling or emotion to your mind, to your heart, just filling your body with what it feels like to feel more of that emotion or feeling. And then thanking yourself for taking you through this practice. Together we close saying namaste. Namaste.
Namaste.